I'm Tiffany Young with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Prim Siripipat.
Well done.
Thank you. Anchor at ESPN. Prim, I have to ask you, what is it like being a female and a minority in an industry that's so, I guess, people think that it's just like not a place where minorities or women can come up in this sort of industry. What's it like to break that?
It's been an interesting process. You know, in the beginning, I didn't really see myself as necessarily a minority. I played sports growing up my entire life, and I was a tennis player, and I played in college as well. And the great thing about sports is that gender doesn't really matter, and race doesn't matter, ethnicity doesn't matter. It is the common thread. It's whether it's based on your skill and your talent level. So heading into this business, I didn't really see myself as a young female of ethnicity or an Asian American. But once I entered, then I started to see some of the layers of it. You know, I started out in the Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina market, and there were a lot of people that, and this was kind of an old school back in the, it was a while ago, and so there were a lot of people that were saying, you know, if you want to get into the sports world, you're going to have to make sure you know a lot about sports. You don't know enough about sports. There's not enough jobs. There's not enough money. You're going to have to cut your hair. If you have long hair, it's too sexy. Prim Siripipat is too much of an ethnic name. You're going to have to change it to a more Americanized name so people can really remember that. And I thought to myself, I'm like, you're basically telling me not to be myself. And at that point, I just decided to listen to my gut instinct and just, I said, you know what, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it my way. And if I don't succeed, then I don't succeed. And so I still try to keep my long hair till this day, just to kind of prove a point. These days, everybody now has long hair, long, beautiful hair, and it's not an issue. So, you know, it's been a process, but the good news is that our generation, everybody's chipping at the glass ceiling, so to speak, and also the racial and cultural barriers, one person at a time and one job at a time, and that's all it takes. It's just little baby steps from everybody.
Right. What words of encouragement would you give to some young people out there that are looking for a career in sports?
Be yourself, first of all. That's the most important thing, and I think for the next generation, the path is being trailblazed by so many different people, and that's the good thing. That's the good news about it, is that you can absolutely be yourself, whether you are male or female, short, tall, Asian, black, white, Hispanic. It really doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that we need all colors of the rainbow, and we need all sorts of different personalities and backgrounds to make our conversation unique and just more well-rounded. So the most important thing is if you can really stay true to yourself and be yourself along the way, that's the most important thing. And although it sounds very cliche, I think you'll end up seeing a lot of people in this business because they are in front of the camera and because they will listen to bosses and they will try to improve themselves in front of the camera, but a lot of times they end up listening too much to other people's advice and they change who they are. So it's a tough balance. So I would say just try to be yourself.
Some great words of advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.